49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford now to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
They'll run on first down with Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And brought down, but not before. Reaching the 45-yard line. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Lance looking to throw it.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. Touchdown! Rico Gafford, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on second down. Lance.
And this one complete to Gafford.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff. Sermon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And Lance now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check, 41. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 2.
Let him know. Switch.
To the right side, this is Sermon.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Lance.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lance.
Flushed out right.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Exit.
To throw, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down now, Akers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Stafford on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will knot us up at 10.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Lance
getting this out to the flat. Mostert hit and he drops the ball.
And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Gay's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
second down and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
That's into the hands of Gafford, complete.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Wide, get wide.
Lance now on first down. That'll be complete to Sermon.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers.
Raheem Mostert.
His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On first and 10, Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
He'll keep it himself.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jacob Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw.
That swung out to Mostert.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
The Lance now to throw.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.